So in the last video we started talking about globals, and I mentioned that it's generally not a good idea to use them. I'm mainly showing globals because you're going to see them at some point in your coding career. Pretty much anything that's you know possible to do in code winds up in code someplace at some time or another. So it's good to recognize what global variables are, but I would discourage you from using them in your general coding practice. But there is one more aspect of globals that I wanted to share with you, and that is so this last version, this GlobalReach.cpp, is from the Dawson book, but I wanted to just share with you how what that would look like across multiple files, because again, when you're doing larger scale programs, and looking at larger scale programs, you're going to see things happening across multiple files. You're going to have multiple files making up a program. So the basic idea when you're looking at multiple files is that, well, the first distinction you want to make is between declaring a variable and defining a variable. So let's take a look, as we're actually declaring the variable in our header file here. So I have a header globalextern.h, and notice I have this extern keyword. So that tells me that this variable is going to be used across multiple files. It's a global variable that's going to be used across multiple files. Okay, it's global because it's used outside of any function, and extern says it's going to be used in multiple files. So the way we do that is in our global.cpp, and this is where I have my main function. I have the actual definition of the variable. So what happens is, here's the point where we're actually allocating space. See, when we're doing the equals 10, okay, we're actually allocating space for the variable and and defining it. So before the declaration is really just to say this is going to exist, and it's going to have type int. Okay, so there is some checking that goes on here to make sure that I'm saying it's an int. It's going to make sure it matches up. Notice I'm not using the extern keyword here, so it's only used in one place in our declaration. Okay, in the definition we just use int glob equals 10, and now we've allocated the space for it. Okay, and then and notice I'm including the header file, the globalextern.h. Okay, and I do the same thing here. I'm including the that .h file. Okay, and this doesn't need to be here. Okay, and then everything else is the way it was before. So I'm just accessing or hiding or changing it the same way I did before. All right, so that's just basically, if you come across this extern keyword, that's what's going on.